take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try to speak up, can't say none.
GM, good morning. Every time I listen to this track, I just want to start rapping like real bad. It has this vibe.
Can you rap?
For
I know
me.
you can sing. I've seen you on X
I tried.
singing.
I once I wrote a song for Polygon thanks to aggregated team. They helped me with the track. And so when I was writing, the music flow, like the song idea, there was this section where I challenged myself to rap a little bit. So yeah, I was rapping a bit.
Nice.
But it's so hard.
Yeah,
it's harder than you think. Yeah.
I don't rap. I can't rap. I won't rap. So we'll leave that to experts like you. So
20
for
cents.
now, Josh, for now, AI tools are getting more advanced.
True.
So
True.
maybe tomorrow
Yeah,
you're the
maybe,
next
yeah.
Eminem.
God forbid. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what my family will think.
Okay. I know,
but you never know.
I know something you've got prepared for later, Yuli. I think that thing you said about Eminem should be probably the path to go with.
Huh. Build new agents and make people rap like Eminem. Guys, new idea. New idea. So I had this thought. I've been enjoying our live streams a lot. But we didn't touch that much on all the like AI news and topics. And it just recently, all I see on my timeline is AI news, updates, robotics, agents. It's just impossible to ignore. And it feels like pretty much everyone in crypto, if not pivoted, but is learning more about AI. So I was thinking maybe we can slightly change the angle of our live streams and dive even more into AI. So for today, I have prepared a slightly different flow, and I hope you're aligned with that.
Great. Let's do it. I think it's inescapable that everything we do talk about is kind of AI, especially for Warden, is AI related.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's do it.
There's no way back.
No way back.
So we can start a little warm up. We already had this section before, which is called build versus hype, where I suggest you guys a few different agentic scenarios, and you tell me if you would build it or nah. So there are three categories that I prepared. Like one of them is probably build, but you will tell me. Another one is probably hype, and then genuinely split. But I will just name a couple from different ones. So whoever wants to jump first. First suggestion for AI agent that monitors 100 plus smart contracts and sends you Telegram alerts when specific conditions are met. Is this a good idea?
I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, there are already monitoring tools that do some kind of monitoring on changes, so you can keep an eye on an update that's being made, and then you have to dive in and figure out what that is. But the beauty of an AI tool that does it for you is it will see it, understand it, summarize it, and send it to you all in one simple flow. So I think for any project that has any risk to smart contracts or vendors that manage smart contracts, like build, that is such a useful.
Luis?
Completely agree on
Build.
that one. I mean, That's 100% sure build. And not only for the companies working on that, even for individuals who are invested in some projects that might might get impacted by changes or malicious activity on smart contracts, right? So any change,
Yeah.
any vulnerability that has been discovered, I think that's a massive tool for them, even for a
Yeah.
short as a trader.
True that. All right. How about the next one? AI agent that scans GitHub repos for security vulnerabilities and auto creates pull requests with fixes already. I'm not really deep into tech, but it sounds very useful.
Build. I mean, they should do other things. They should explore the company's probably bounty hub and bounty rewards for finding vulnerabilities. Focus on those
Right.
ones, and on the pull request already claim their reward. Like, here's my wallet. Here's my crypto wallet.
Yeah.
Here's whatever. Once the payment is made,
Yeah.
I will push the pull request probably with doing it actually with an extra step. So even before pushing the pull request, providing some of the information publicly and transparently on the GitHub for everyone to see, because I think that's very important, because there are a lot of people that claim usually on projects that they've discovered vulnerabilities, etc. But the reality is sometimes it's not the case. So doing that publicly and transparently, I think makes a lot of sense
Yes.
for everyone, especially if there are bounty programs out there.
Yeah. Sounds like win-win for everyone. All right. The next, I really like the next one. So it's the idea of AI agent that manages your DeFi positions across, let's say, 5 protocols and automatically rebalances based on yield changes. I think it's a cool one.
Build, 100%. I mean, it's something that we have been thinking a lot about in Warden. A kind of not a one size fits all, but a one agent manages all experience. And so you as a user can just turn up in Warden and say, look, I just want to get some yield on my stables. Anytime you see stables balance in my wallet, just go figure out some yield for me. And it goes and does this across 5, 6 platforms, because you don't want everything in one. You want to be able to manage your risk. It's important. So it does all that, while you're sleeping. Do it for me is the goal.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something someone is building. I mean, I know that there are products out there that do similar things. But yeah, we're very bullish that concept.
Yeah. I really like this one. Like, personally, that would be something I would use.
Some of the ones that are out there that seem to have a lot of traction, the reality is that they are less AI agents doing stuff. So they are plugged to one protocol or 2 protocols, and the only thing is they rebalance manually. They choose, okay, now we move from Morpho to Aave, or from Aave to another one, and they do that not in the agentic way they are trying to sell it, probably. And the good thing is where it really takes care of your wallet and your balances there, and it deploys automatically. There shouldn't be like previous connections with those DeFi protocols. The agents should be smart enough to find ways on how to interact with them directly.
Yeah. All right, let's maybe hop into something more futuristic, I would say. But is it really happening? Maybe it's really happening already. AI agents marketplace, where agents hire other agents and negotiate payments in crypto.
I think
I saw agents hiring people, but
agents hiring people. There is a platform. There is a platform I've seen where humans can advertise services to clawbots, for example. Now, whether the clawbots are actually using those at scale, or whether the human behind the clawbot has said, go to the site and find a service and pay for it, I don't yet know. It doesn't feel completely autonomous. It's kind of autonomous theatrics, maybe. There's a little bit more human intervention and a little bit more human direction in the background, saying, do this, look at this. But no doubt we're going to get there. I have no doubt that that's going to happen at some point, where an agent will post on a, like Fiverr or some kind of, gig economy board, go and find me X, Y, and Z. And then a human will go, yeah, okay, all right, I'll go do that for you, or I'll go pay that for you because there's no way you can pay that on your own, or whatever it is. It's coming, no doubt.
Yeah, but it feels like we were aiming, when humans were creating AI, they were probably aiming to, for the future where we don't have to work anymore, or where we don't have to work hard anymore. And for now, it seems like we will still work hard, but we will be hired by AI agents instead of humans.
Have you seen this video, which is quite funny actually, but it makes you think a lot. It's the year 2038, and it's Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos,
Oh yes,
Sam Altman, and they have this energy
yes.
gym. So basically, it says that by 2030, no one has real jobs, no one has nothing meaning on their lives to do anything.
They don't have purpose.
But
Yes.
there's like a lack of energy, so they put us in the gym in bicycles to spin up like all of the energy and roll it back to the agents to be able to perform the work. But the funny thing is they're all very fat, these guys, the ones who who really manage and were able to stay up, right? They didn't lose their jobs, they didn't lose their companies. They're like incredibly fat, and the rest are like super fit all the day.
Yes.
Doing spinning on those bicycles to
Oh
create
my God.
the agents.
Is this the future we deserve?
Well, who knows?
Yeah. True that. All right. I think we're warmed up by now. So how about a few questions, like a genetic deep dive, where AI agents are actually going. So everybody's talking about building agents. Everybody's talking about agents, but there's still a huge gap between what people actually gonna use, or what people are actually using right now from those agents and tools that are being built. So the question for you is, what needs to happen for AI agents to go from cool demo to something that I genuinely rely on daily? Is it a trust problem? Is it infrastructure problem, or just the models aren't good yet? What is it?
I know we've got a lot of takes on this. We've thought about this a lot, but my first take is usability. The UX for agents right now is really tough, and actually it's very fragmented. If I want to do something for a work task, maybe I'd use Manus. If I want to do something transactional on crypto, I'll use Warden. If I want to create some content, actually maybe I prefer the way Claude does it. So it's a very fragmented experience. So fragmented to the point where I think users don't have the patience to continue doing things across multiple different platforms. At some point, they're just going to want one interface where they can do the vast majority of the things they want to do. So I think the models are good enough at this point. I think they're cheap enough to use. I think that you're finding maybe that actually they're not that expensive. But when you add up multiple platforms, it becomes expensive. The overall user experience is still quite poor. We can fix the user experience and make it so easy for your average person to just pick it up and use it, then suddenly all bets are off. I think people will find that they will never look back in doing certain things without the help of their agent.
I completely agree on that one. I think first is the user experience, and that's something we've always focused a lot on improving and working. We improved the crypto user experience. People were able to do stuff just by asking, requesting in a very simple way. And those were great examples or tests of things that can be built, or how can they be built, right? Now we've got another wave of agents that can perform on multiple different types of activities. As you just mentioned, they can code for you, they can manage your email, they can plan a trip for you, or even book it or schedule it or whatever. But the problem is how you set up that in easy way, like not even having to set it up, right? That you've been telling us about this, Yuli, before on previous episodes, like discussing, oh, should I buy a Mac Mini and then do all of these installations to run OpenClaw, and then you let it run with a lot of security risks because you are not a security expert, with a lot of, did I set it up correctly or not? Like, I really don't want to do all of those things. I want to express my intention. Like, hey, I want you to be my personal assistant, manage my calls, manage my agenda, book my restaurant on Saturday for lunch with my family, send flowers to my wife on our anniversary, like those type of things in a very simple instruction way. Don't deal with the rest. Don't have to. I don't own like fixed setups for a server or a PC or whatever. And most of the people neither. Like they run mobile phones or laptops at the maximum. Yes, there are some people that have like proper setups for gaming, etc. But that's less common nowadays. Like the majority of houses don't have a computer, a fixed computer 24/7 on. So those setups don't actually work. And the problem is people are facing that when they set up all of these things and they go very aggressive on testing, the bills get massive with some of these proprietary models, like the Anthropic ones or the OpenAI ones. And they're like very cool, very powerful, same standards, same performances, open source models that some of our partners can provide, and we are heavy users of them. So I think everything needs to change a little bit, and we will see a lot of new flavors coming out, which means simple ways or more complex stuff tailored for each of the user needs. And that's all about the user experience and improving it.
Yes, true that. I can't wait for new solutions to that. I also saw this a couple of days ago. I don't remember where she was working, but like I think she was a security expert from Meta or something that has her OpenClaw agent delete entire emails, right?
Yeah, all
Or
of the emails in
they're-
Gmail. She
yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
stop it.
yeah.
Maybe it
So
was a
this is
security test.
maybe, but I mean, even people who are like experts, they are also facing a lot of these security and safety issues themselves. Then what can you say about the regular
But
person who
But
never
that's
used
because
it
we are
before?
in a test phase, right? Like these are not proper production solutions. Yes, they work. Yes, they can do incredible and
Yeah,
amazing
yeah, yeah.
things. You can do incredible things with it. But the reality is you need guardrails, security guardrails for, hey, you cannot do this or shouldn't do this or restrict on some elements, or before sending an email, always ask me and send me a draft, or before raising, please consult. Like, and those things can only be set up properly with real infrastructure built purposely built for that, not
Yeah.
just a vibe coded experiment that has gone great, has gone viral, a lot of people are using it, but that's like when you are it's experimentation, which is great and probably has a great future, but needs to now probably be professionalized in a better package suited for different types of use cases.
Yes. And to wrap it up, this part of this section, it's not even a question, but rather a scenario, for someone who's watching right now and wants to actually start using AI agents for their daily life for something real. What should they use agents for today that actually works, and what they shouldn't try at all because it will just let them be frustrated? What do you think?
Ooh, tough question, because it depends what you're trying to achieve. But for almost everybody, I think it's a worthwhile exercise to try out a few of the different agents that are out there. So if you're in crypto, it's a no-brainer to try swapping with Warden instead of doing a manual swap. Do some research using our Masari agent. Just try that out and see if that adds value to your daily crypto experience, whatever it is that you're doing, just buying and selling stuff or managing assets you have. Try that out. And then in your personal life, maybe there are things that you want to organize better. your email inbox might be out of control. Maybe that's a good place to start and see if perhaps something like a Claude Cowork could help you manage your emails, extract some information that you've been looking for, or a project you've been looking to do. Let it organize the way that you work on that project, because you can now schedule tasks using Claude Cowork. And so you can say, look, every single day I want you to create my morning plan. Look at what's in my Google Calendar, help me plan my deliverables around my actual calendar, be my assistant, and it'll do that for you. And you might find that's too much, that's unnecessary, you don't need that in the long run, but great experiment, I think, to start with. And we'll talk about this a little bit more in the Pulse section, but for example, Perplexity have released Perplexity Computer. That can do some pretty cool stuff on, for example, creating presentations or managing spreadsheets, or it can basically operate across all of the applications that you're probably going to be using day to day. So if you are doing a bunch of stuff, if you're a freelancer, if you're managing your finances in a spreadsheet, if you're doing design tasks using this application, or you're creating presentations, Perplexity Computer can do some pretty cool stuff for you. But it's all about, I think, experimentation at this point in time. So get out there and experiment with stuff.
True that. Luis, any takes on this?
I think a lot of these tools, a lot of these agents are very capable if you give them like specifics, goals and tasks, and they can perform. Like the models that exist today are very powerful, and they are surprisingly good. So I'm very proactive in working with these type of agents, tools, building teams, trying to accelerate stuff around it. Very, very proactive on that front.
Yeah. So as Josh said, go ahead and experiment and try things. I think this has already been an answer. So all
equally
right.
Scary, yeah? I must to admit, it's equally, I mean, as equally powerful, equally scary of how powerful things are and how surprisingly good they can be.
Yes, I'm not even sure if I'm more excited or more scared. It depends on the day, I would say, and it depends on the news I see on my timeline. Some days I'm just even more scared.
It depends. But I mean, if you look at it, right, like you look at the news, you look at how things are evolving, like we are seeing already that there are a lot of positions, jobs that are at risk with this type of technology, but also as individuals that are able to use it and leverage and get their output 100 times more powerful than they were without them. That's also that's where it gets. I get excited around these tools.
True that.
And it's moving so fast, right?
Yeah,
and that's the crazy thing, that it's moving so fast that actually, what I was playing with a month ago has been superseded by something that's just come out. So unless you're experimenting, well, maybe you're completely at peace not experimenting and not being involved in any of this stuff. And if so, that's awesome. I wish I was you. I wish I wasn't constantly.
You're not gonna make it. I can tell you that if you're not experimenting right now with all of the available tools, and that means every single day there's a new update in Anthropic. There will be a new agent in Warden. There will be a new skill out there. Test them.
I agree with you, and that's the way that I feel. But I'll give you an example. Like yesterday, I was speaking with a sculptor. This person is, mid-30s, spends their entire day in their studio sculpting stuff, creating incredible things. And I was just talking there, chewing their ear off about agents. And I was like, but you've used ChatGPT, right? And they were like, I've used it once, but I'm not bothered by it at all. And then part of me was like, oh my God, you're not going to make it. But no, they will make it. They're a sculptor. At least at this point, they're going to be okay with that.
At least for now.
For now. And until there's a bot that can sculpt better than them, then
that's not too difficult. A robotic arm doing shaping.
Exactly.
My point. I said at some point, those wonderful
not for too long
cups and plates and things that you do, there's going to be this robotic arm that's going to be churning these out. But anyway, that's
Yes, or
dystopian.
just
Let's
a
not go down that.
gigantic 3D printer, you know? Nobody's gonna sculpt anything. People are just gonna print everything, and who knows?
We're going to be in
what's
our
gonna happen.
energyms.
Maybe
Yeah, we're just going to be on the treadmill.
I'm going to start cycling right now. I don't want to get to lose. Imagine you get into that energy in future and you are not accepted even in that. And you are, I don't know what's there should be, maybe there's even a worse place.
There'll be an
underclass
of people.
I don't want to know what that's it. So I'm going to get into
oh my god.
cycling this spring as fast as possible.
Yeah, true that. All right. So let's maybe hop onto the pulse section.
Let's do it.
All right. What do we have for today? Josh, you're sharing your screen?
Oh, we have
I
messages.
am sharing my screen. Producer,
Yep.
There we go. So, I mean, you saw this, Yuli, I know, right? I don't know what you make of this. This is pretty wild. So, you know, the famous Jack from X, from Twitter, Jack
Oh,
Dorsey,
yes. The
announced-
famous Jack who once liked my picture, by the way.
No way. Okay, now that
Yes.
is a claim to fame. Really? Okay.
Really,
very
for
cool.
real. I have a screenshot.
What did
that
he
Jack-
like? I missed it, actually. I didn't listen to it properly.
Oh, I said Jack Dorsey once liked my picture on X.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The most I got something similar was Tom was my friend at MySpace, but that's it.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, so Jack
cool.
is making moves, right? So he has basically sacked half of blocks, and I mean, the only way I can put it is it's because of AI. He thinks that there's going to be massive cost savings. He thinks that people's output will be massively increased, and that is going to inevitably lead to the job cuts that he's doing right now. So he's like, I could do slow cuts over time. It's going to kill morale. It's going to suck. Or we just do it now and we deal with it. And he published the note that he put out to the team, which is quite brave. And what was even stranger, actually, was to see the pump in the share price. I'm going to see if I can bring it up.
Oh yes, I think I saw it on my timeline as well. Yeah.
Skyrocketed.
Yeah, it surged 20% in that short period of time. Here we go. I'm not sure if it will show us a screenshot of that, but I think that this is a sign of things to come, that we're going to see people getting a little bit bolder, a little bit braver after something like this happening, where, you know, job cuts lead to better share prices because people think that this is something that was coming, that they're doing ahead of time, and they're going to get the benefit of it.
Yeah. So many people on the timeline I saw already quote tweeted this, saying that are like, we are so cooked, and that if you are not learning AI deeply right now, then you're just like you're done. So.
Actually, there was a tweet later by CC on Binance that said about learn AI as much as, or embed AI in your daily work as much as possible, or get fired. I think it was that brutal, that tweet.
Incredible,
yes.
Huh? So,
yes.
Moving on to the next one. I mentioned it earlier, Perplexity Computer. I've always quite liked Perplexity. I thought it was a very easy to use AI product, replacing elements of the kind of, you know, search experience. And they recently released this Perplexity Computer, and I actually think it's great. It is one of the first examples, I think, of an AI product that more or less anyone can use. So it doesn't require the configuration that's needed by Claude. If you want to use Claude to its full capabilities, there's quite a lot of configuration and setting up that needs to be done. This is very, very easy. So they've done a great job with this. And really, it just lets you use most of the things that you use in your day-to-day life, whether that's, you know, some kind of spreadsheet or a PowerPoint presentation. instruct it all, invoke it, manage it all using Perplexity Computer. It's pretty damn cool. Have you guys played with it yet?
No, I haven't. Last night.
I haven't even used Perplexity much, to be honest. I was always into like Claude GPT.
You don't know how
Google
much you're
stuff,
missing
and
without Perplexity.
probably.
Perplexity
So for
is-
someone who hasn't used, why should I use it? What it gives to me that others don't?
So Perplexity, imagine you don't use Google anymore. You don't search for things in the internet.
Mhm.
You use Perplexity for that. I think it's the best searcher out there for anything you need. Like if you want to then start asking things, etc. Perplexity can manage it, but then you can use or a GPT or Warden or like a general one. But if it's about web searching stuff, like, hey, I have this air conditioner remote control at home. It's not working. I need a replacement, or I need to fix this. I don't understand. You take a picture, it searches online, it searches all the forums, it provides you the best possible answer. I had a problem like that for 1 year. I don't know why. It was like my aircon automatically went into 30 degrees. It was summer, 30 degrees, super hot. Couldn't change that. And researching, looking, spent months. Put that prompt in Perplexity, solved it in 1 minute.
Wow.
with the companies that installed these machines, and we couldn't find a solution, and Perplexity found it for me, and I fell in love after that moment. It was my heaven for a new web search.
I had exactly the same experience. I went to a hotel. I couldn't connect a device that I brought in this hotel. I brought my PlayStation 5 with me, by the way, to this hotel, right? And I couldn't connect it to the hotel because, don't tell my wife. So when you go to a hotel, you have to click and accept terms and conditions button sometimes. And that completely confuses a PS5, right? And so I couldn't log on to the internet. And so I used Google, and I searched and searched and searched. And I went through like different forums. And at some point, you get so stubborn. You're like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this, come hell or high water. And I just forum after forum after forum after forum. And then I was like, I'm just going to use Perplexity. I put it into Perplexity. I described what I'd seen, what might be true, and it literally gave me the answer in 15 seconds. Done. It was glorious. And so that for me was like, no, there is no going back in terms of the browsing for information experience. So
I have a tip for you. They're called travel routers.
You convinced me.
I mean, if you are carrying your PlayStation, a travel router solves all of that, and you don't need to set up all of your devices every time you go. So you just got a laptop, mobile phones, your PlayStation, whatever.
I actually ordered a travel router. I ordered it. Yeah,
it's amazing. That really changed my life, especially if you travel with cameras and everything. You've got kids. Airbnb, that everything works out of the box for you.
Pro tips by the Warden
I'm definitely
team.
definitely gonna start using it. Ooh.
Yes.
This one.
Nano Banana too. Very, very, very cool. So I think we've all looked at it or used it. I know Yuli has been getting into the weeds with it, but I had a play with it yesterday. Available. I think I was using it on Venice, actually, available through our friends and partners, Venice. And it basically just lets you do things at a level of granularity, editing, tweaking, changing the feel of it in a way that you couldn't previously do with other image generation models. And it's just so creative and easy to use. I think it's the best that's out there right now.
How about...
It's brutal.
Yeah, Luis?
Like, the infographic below, which is like typical school build, that graphic alone is incredibly good. Like, look at the texts, look at the shadows.
Yes. Yeah. We will test it. How about we'll test it live after the pulse?
What we're going to do? We're going to give an agent the task by using Gemini, like this Nano Banana 2, to build a compliment collection for the Digital Beings Collective. Maybe their pets, the lobster pets, something like that for them. based
Lobster
based
pets.
based on your digital being collective, you have a pet, and that pet is generated in real time for you, and then you can mint the NFT.
That's great.
Very cool.
So
It's a
that's
great
why
test.
that's why Nikita just posted a few hours ago something like all the lobsters are at the gates or something like this. That was the code phrase.
They're actually very fucked on X, and I tell you why. They said, okay, no APIs for bots, but the thing is, like now agents, they use desktop computers and they scroll on screens. And so how do they know if it's an agent or not? It's someone behind the screen for them, right? So
Yeah.
it's going to be very difficult for them to gate agents, and that's a bullish case for this proof of humanity, actually.
True.
Final one. So, Wave, they've done a Series D. I didn't know they'd done so many fundraising, these guys, but they're killing it. They raised $1.2 billion. It's no small feat.
Massive.
To bring robo-taxis to London. So if any of you have been to San Francisco, you will have seen these odd-looking Waymos flying around with their massive kind of 360 cameras just scanning, LiDAR cameras scanning the world and doing weird things like stopping in weird places, stopping at traffic lights. You know, you get into it and it's like, you know, it feels like it's having some kind of psychological problem, like when it turns a corner. 90% of the time it's a great experience, but when it's a weird experience, it's a really weird experience. But I'm still bullish about robo-taxis, but these guys will be the ones, it seems, to actually bring this to the streets of London. So actually having seen the prices, because I was originally from London, I was in London recently, having seen how expensive Uber now is in London, I can't wait for these guys to go live, because Uber right now is more expensive than the classic black cab in London at this point in time. So all the benefits of Uber are kind of like gone in places like London. So this might just shake the market up in a way that London needs. What do you guys think of robo-taxis?
Why not? I mean, like if cars can drive and self-drive, why not?
And
have
autopilot.
robo-taxis? I think it's a way looking forward for the fleets out there. And I think Elon Musk had like this vision back in the day about Tesla, which was actually very cool. It shares the real type of Deliveroo or Uber vision, which is whenever you are not working and you want to do something else to get an additional income, you go out with your Uber, you open the app and you start driving around, right? And that's not possible in many like European countries. Like you need a proper license and you need all of these things. But imagine like you've got your Tesla parked at your door and it's not doing anything. It's there idling for half of the week. In that interim, it can go in its own autonomously and do services and generate income for you and revenue. So I really like that idea, but the problem is, as always, in many countries, regulations, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
In London, they must have
Interesting.
probably that Series D 1.2 billion is 200 million to make like the window glasses ultra thick, bulletproof, so that these people with their... What's happening in London? Like all of these people like pulling out mobile phones on these black electric bicycles.
What?
Right? They're all black. Like they're probably... London has a lot of cameras. Like they're not seen miles away driving like what they're going to do.
London has like the most cameras apart from maybe like Chinese cities. Yet we still have
Really?
we have thousands of people cruising around on these super fast electric bikes, just taking phones out of people's hands. Very strange time in London right now, but maybe the dystopian future of robo-taxis is exactly what we deserve.
Maybe. I mean, I don't drive. I still really want to learn and get my license because my dad was teaching me when I was like 13, 14 years old, but obviously that was a long time ago. For me, it would be super convenient, but I'm still like, I don't know if I would 100% be like, calm and just trust. On the other hand, I don't always trust Uber drivers as well. Some of them drive for like like they have 9 lives, you know, and I don't.
Go away.
So it's
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the reality is like
yeah.
I am getting to a point where I think machines can be trusted more than human beings. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I've been in an Uber in Madrid who got out and attacked a cab driver because the cab driver cut him off. Those kind of human emotions, these robo-taxis don't
Oh.
have. And, you know, if you're in a car with your kids, that's not the kind of stuff you want to see. So bring on the rise
Yeah.
of the machines. That for me is like much better.
Actually, there's
for some things, right?
there's a thing in the US for Teslas. So they've got the insurance, and the minute you go into full autopilot, like completely autonomous, the percentage of your insurance pro rata rate drops down. So because it's safer than if you were actually driving. So your insurance during that time bill decreases. That's actually proof of probably safer to be autonomously drive than people with emotions about day, being tired, etc.
Alcohol, etc., etc.
True that.
But
Yeah,
the first
a lot
time
of
you're getting
things.
one
I-
fully
I-
autonomous and you're in
yeah.
a highway and there's a turn, that's a jump of faith. Like, will it turn? Will it not turn? I remember 7 years ago on a Tesla. A friend of mine bought a Tesla. He took me in. We were in the highway. Look, no hands, and it was like going towards the curve. That was challenging at that time. Like, you had to really believe
7 years
that it will
ago.
turn around. Now I think AIs are getting better for driving everywhere.
Yeah, should be. For driving, it's great. But I also saw yesterday that Bumble has introduced new AI feature that like gives people AI tips on, you know, their profile pictures and texting and a lot of other things. And not just Bumble, but other like dating apps are using that as well. And I was like, I mean, on the one hand, maybe that could be useful for some people, like some, I don't know, psychological appearance tricks, whatever. But on the other hand, it just eliminates the whole thing, the whole purpose of dating apps. We just like where you're supposed to be yourself, kind of.
But do you think anyone is themselves on those pictures?
Not everyone.
Okay, I don't mean like faking being themselves or not. Like, is that the most accurate version of themselves, or is the most upsellable version of themselves?
Yeah, probably.
Like expectations and reality sometimes clashes there. For me, that AI would be very good. That Copilot there, if it's honest, like, hey, you've got nothing to do. Close your account now. Stop wasting your time. Go out, make friends. Maybe you've got better chances meeting someone on a bar or wherever.
Who knows? Yeah, maybe that would be a lifesaver. But yeah, times are wild. Times are wild. So let's maybe wrap this up with a couple of updates from you guys. Let's do this. So, what's been happening at Warden? Any new upcoming launches? What is going on?
Shall I start with a kind of a product one, Luis, and then maybe we can talk about the DBC, Digital Beings Collective. So maybe just to peel back the layers from behind the scenes. One of the things that we're working on here, and it's not ready just yet, but it will be soon, is making the entire universe of agents available from one place. And so we hear people's feedback, which is, yeah, I want to use this agent for swapping, and then I want to do that piece of research, and then I want to do, for example, a bridge transaction. Right now, you can't do that all out of Warden, the Warden agent. And that's annoying because you're kind of giving people multiple clicks and places to go to do things. So The goal of what we call Warden 1, which we will release an article about it and tell people more detail about it, is one interface, one box, ask Warden, and it will take you wherever you need to go. And that could be to a Warden agent, it could be to an agent that our partner has built. Basically, say what you want and it will take you there. So instead of having to go, right, in the Warden agent, I can swap, I can research, I can do images, but I can't do a bridge transaction. Be able to do it all out of one place. So it's a big, in our mind, UX upgrade that is long overdue. And it's been hard to do. It sounds really easy, but it's been hard to do because you want the agent to be able to delegate tasks to the right agents with the right level of consistency, carrying across context and the history of the transaction or the conversation. That's hard. So we've taken a long time to do real high-performance multi-agent orchestration. That's nearly ready, and we're quite excited to get that into people's hands because it's a big upgrade in terms of UX. So that's one thing bubbling away behind the scenes that people will get their hands on very, very soon. Should we talk about some community stuff?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can talk. There's been some things also ongoing on the token ecosystem, which is new listings have been happening. There's been an announcement on the plan forward, which means a lot of like the unclaimed airdrop tokens or tokens that have been forfeited from the bonus rewards for holding for a longer period. It has been announced that they will all be burned, and burns will start as soon as next week for the initial phases of that. I think it's good to see that there's still and there will still be a lot of traction, ecosystems growing, moving and expanding for the token, from listings to new dApps, protocols, and even blockchains, as we've announced based last week, which is, I think, cool to see. And after that, there's like community things happening. So we've always had the Digital Beings Collective, which is kind of the Warden NFT. Like if you've seen my PFP on X, and there are others like the Warden Intern or Don Wardo, they're always having one of those. That collection was AI generated nearly 2 years ago. So we've been holding to it because what we didn't want to do is that type of mint an NFT, like selling it to a lot of people for high price, expectations on airdrop around them. We didn't want to do that. That's a playbook that a lot of projects do. What we wanted is to be a real community thing. And so what we are doing right now is it's actually the collection is ready. I mean, it has always been ready, but now it's ready, uploaded and everything. And Mint will become available via whitelist for our most strong community members, which are ones who believe in Warden initially with the pre-early subscription. So it will start with pre-early Pro and pre-early Premium, then pre-early Basic, and then airdrop participant. So they will be whitelisted, no cost for minting, it will be free. And probably in the near future, there are like utility that pops into the NFT. So I think it's a good opportunity. It's a reward for everyone who has been always there since the very beginning of our journey. And we are super excited to have that out because a lot of people have been like pushing us. Like there are a lot of people that like it from an art perspective. Others want to be like put it as their PFP as part of their community. Everyone were building their own ones. We created this theme, and when we launched Warden and we had the image generation, there were people doing guides on how you can make your own digital being. But these ones are like the original Digital Beings Collective, and it would be a limited edition also, which means the mint is not infinite. It would be first come, first served. And the whitelist, it will go out actually on stages. So there will be a stage for the pre-early subscriptions, then for the participants. And I think the majority of the pre-early subscriptions hold one Digital Being Collective mint opportunity. Some of the higher tiers probably have two, if I recall correctly, but we need to check that. So you can hold multiple ones or mint multiple ones. I'm really looking forward for that because we've been holding to them for a very long time, trying to find the best moment to drop them into the community. And I think that's now.
Whose idea was that? Who designed? Who prompted?
So we had the thing is, when we started Warden, we start thinking about this concept of agents 2 years ago. Now it's like agents everywhere,
Mhm.
right? It was like,
Yes.
what's an agent? Like, if an agent starts doing like your daily thing, your email, whatever, like, how can we give it a human side of thing? And it was like this type of
Mhm.
hybrid humanoid agent doing daily things at their home, and that's why they had their bathrobe and they were
Yes.
on like fun situations. And it should be AI generated. So there's proof of concept like from an artist before, but then it was fully generated through AI back in the day. And even
Wow.
now, the names, the traits, all of those things have been AI generated, and they're
Mhm.
quite interesting. And even like, okay, talking about experimenting with AI agents and everything. Yesterday the mint was done, or the setup of all of them, and at the end, and this was all done by an agent actually, and I said at the end, would you do a promotional video where things scrolls
Oh.
out? And I didn't expect to be performed, like it didn't have any skills, any connection. We've been testing for this remotion with Claude, and it didn't have any of that. And 10 seconds later, we got a video. We tested yesterday out on X. But that was generated by an agent in 5 seconds with a simple prompt. As a test, like we didn't expect to get any out. So that's why I'm saying it's equally scaring as good opportunities, because it allows everyone, even without any type of skills on doing specific things, to go out and build and ship stuff. Like you can build anything, you can ship anything in terms of content, you can do a lot of things. And I don't think that meta of AI slop exists anymore. Like before, you could see that AI slop stuff, right? I don't think that's a topic anymore. It's people willing to do things and ship stuff out, or people idling. There's never been a better time, I think, to ship and to build and to launch your ideas, your products. If you have an idea, if you have something, nowadays it's there. For me, there's never been a better time for doing stuff.
True.
You've got no limits. You've got no restrictions. Knowledge is not a problem. Skills is not a problem. I don't even think money it's a problem right now to kick off or activate your ideas, which it was back in the day. You can do it with a $20 subscription.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal to launch something. So for me, the future is very exciting. Everywhere.
It
everywhere,
is.
everywhere,
It is.
everywhere.
It is. Probably it's more exciting than scary. I just realized that we didn't do we didn't design anything. We didn't try anything with Nano Banana, but I'm not sure.
I want to see. Okay.
we
I
have
want
enough
to see
time.
something. You said Josh could be the next Eminem. Use Nano
Yes.
Banana to convert Josh into Eminem. That would be very cool. I
Do
don't
it.
know if you like it or not, but
Do
I think
it.
we should do it. I think we should do it.
Do it. It's a great way to outro.
Right now?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. Let me share my screen. I don't have a prompt for that.
Convert Josh into.
All right.
Screenshot him
So-
now. Screenshot him and put it in there.
No, I have his I
Okay.
have his picture.
Yeah, but with the hoodie,
Yeah.
it's maybe more Eminem than with the shirt.
I have this one.
Okay, that one is
So what would be the prompt?
convert Josh into Eminem. Simple.
Oh my god.
This man, let's say convert this man into Eminem. Let's try. I mean. So this is Nano Banana 2 supposed to
Na
be,
na 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 na.
I think.
Hey,
What? Is
by the way,
this
the names,
2 or
the
Pro?
names that the marketing team uses in Google are
They're good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're never gonna forget it.
Wait, still thinking. Wait, no,
but-
no.
No, we need to fix that problem then.
What? All right, wait. Select the Nano Banana
You
2.
using Nano Banana 2? Yeah.
Yes. Let's try once again. Okay, Josh. Maybe I should ask Claude for this prompt.
No. So put make
Yes.
this man look like Eminem.
Usually there's what I'm typing like full like face
keep
locked.
his face, keep his
Keep likeness of the face or something like keep his face or likeness, similarities.
Maybe like this.
Sure.
I don't
Let's see
know.
what it does.
Let's try. If it's working, please work. Thinking. Because I tried myself, I tried to put myself on the streets of Tokyo yesterday. Oh, enable. Why you? Oh no, why? Rephrase. Maybe it's because of the Eminem.
Yeah,
we could do like.
Okay.
Oh no, content blocked. Oh my god.
That's why you
All
need
right.
uncensored AI, right? Like you need open source.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a very great example. Like that
Right,
doesn't happen on Warden.
Like a rapper. Let's just do this.
The best one is still the. I don't know which of you guys did the Ben Affleck one. That still is the best one, I think. Was it me smoking a cigarette like Ben Affleck outside a house? Oh, hell yeah!
Okay, now you're missing your bicycle and driving through London.
Done. Yeah, exactly. What do they
That
call
looks
them?
pretty
Roadmen.
Cool.
That looks like the roadman version of me.
Yeah, but you know what I
Luis,
really like?
do you want to be a rapper?
Yeah, put me as a rapper. The thing is, the other picture from you was from a side a little bit, and he took a very good. Well, it looks more like your younger version of you.
Your picture, Luis. Why I don't have your picture?
It's Josh in his 18s in London.
Oh. All right.
Not sure about the tattoos. Maybe on each finger it could be WARD, Ward.
All right. Let's try. Let's try, Luis. What? Why not? It's working.
No, it's in the works. It's obviously more difficult. It takes more. It consumes more tokens.
Ooh, that's good. That is good.
That doesn't look like me, actually.
No messing about there. You're not messing about.
Yes. All right. So we have a team. We have a team.
The beginnings of the worst boy band.
Grand Theft Auto Warden.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool, I would say, guys. You should think about it.
On my radar now. It's now on my radar.
Yeah. All right. So on this positive note, let's wrap this up. It was episode number 14, by the way. Time flies.
Badass.
Let's see if we have flying taxis by the next week.
Anything's possible.
Anything is possible. Yes. Thank you, Luis. Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Next week. Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Have a
Yuli.
great
Bye.
weekend. Bye-bye.